Hello everyone. Now, well, you must be wondering yourself, A, what's this picture? B, you said, I thought, Undead, I thought you were going to do in Pacific Rim. Now, you are all not wrong. This is a Pacific Rim. Or Pacific Rim. Yes, I said that correct. Now, well, if you all don't know this, well, this will contain spoilers of a newly animated series called Pacific Rim: The Dark. This was put on Netflix about last week. I've watched the full season and it's quite good. Now, if you don't want spoilers or anything related to it, well, I do suggest you click off the video. And if you're listening and if you watch the series, well, we all know what we're talking about. How about Pacific Rim? For all those, big Pacific Rim fans like myself. So, yeah. Now, well, how would I put this? If you know the two main characters of Pacific Rim, Haley and Taylor. Now, this will be primarily on Haley. So, yeah. So, Taylor will be more or less a side character in this, or another side main character. Well, yeah. And the ship will be a lesbian ship. And, the ship should be self-explanatory, but, we'll get to that when we get to that. And, some backstory on Haley and her brother. Now, they were still left in the city for about 5 days. Their mother and father, the pilots of, Jaeger Hunter, with if you've seen what Hunter looks like, if not, I'll give you a quick description of what it looks like. It's a a white and yellow Jaeger with how would I put this? A glassy, like a big, somewhat glass screen, and a helmet. Think of like a big helmet on top of a face, but the face is glass. And on its back shoulders, it's basically two big cannons that shoot out ice, or it's a prio gun, to be exact. And they have two, I believe it's 6 warheads on each arm. So yeah, and then as we all know, all Jaegers have the whole best thing about them: beat the living shit out of a kaiju. That function, the best function. To beat the living shit out of a kaiju function. The whole brawling one. Full physical strength. So, yeah. So, anyways. And, as we all know, it took, Haley and Taylor, left their, area about 5 years later, when their whole thing, with Copperhead happened. Now, this will be somewhat changing. Instead of 5 years, this will be 10, which means A, everyone is older, more mature, more smarter, and more leaders of the people. More leaders. Why? Well, older people are getting older. Younger people are taking the older people's place. It's life. Even in the real world, it's life. Alright? Now, if anyone's, this is not, also that was not meant to be offensive. If anyone took it offensive, if you have a family member, not meant to be offensive. It's just life. So, yeah. And, Haley, she's part of the half group of them. I'll say there's about, 50 people in total, if you're counting the children, and about 10 children. So, it's mainly just 40 people. So, yeah. Because whenever they have arguments, they keep the children out of it. It was agreed by Taylor and Haley. Now, Taylor and Haley are very, how would I put this? They don't like each other quite a lot. More, basically, that if you ever saw the 5-year span, they're already drifting apart. In another 5 years, yeah, it's just gotten worse and worse. Haley wants to leave and get help, and, the people that are wanting to go with her, yeah. It's just they more or less can't figure out a way. Taylor and everyone else is just saying no, we basically being scaredy cats, pussies, and yeah. I don't think I need to explain what else. If you've all seen what Taylor, sounded like in the real original, Pacific Rim: The Dark, he was like, oh no, we need to wait, and all that crap. So, yeah. Which Haley, got so fed up, she left. But this will, instead of be the spot where, she would, how would I put this? She didn't fall like last time, but she found a hatch. That didn't look, or she found a, how would I put this? A big metal piece that didn't look like it was supposed to be there. She got closer. It revealed to be, well, simple. It looked very, very dusty, and several rocks on top. But, well, it was still able to see. And after a little moving of rocks, using hands, push stuff out of the way, simple stuff like that, it revealed the symbol of a Jaeger company. And, well, it also says Jaeger training area. Haley was like, wait, Jaeger training area? And what does she do? Well, opens the hatch up and slides in, doing the whole cool thing of, well, ladders, sliding down it. She proceeds to then see, well, one full Jaeger and one that looks like it's missing, well, the bottom part of its body, its legs and waist. But, well, from what she looks like, for what she can tell, it doesn't look like it's actually like, it looks like if you put a Jaeger in different parts, like, say you put Striker Rika's on one arm, but then you would put Zeus's arm on the other, and then have and then the what chest should I put? It was like a mixed match kind of thing, basically. And you must be asking yourself, why was it a mixed match? Simple. They were at war, 5 days span. They didn't have enough time to fix the actual Jaeger, so they swapped parts. Simple stuff. Nothing too separate. And she would look down and, well, see the legs, and, well, yeah. Simple. And then she looked over to the, well, as we all know, Alpha Destroyer. And, well, looked at it, it had legs. And she's like, okay, I can work with that. And she, well, proceeds to, well, hop in, and, well, the whole dialogue of, well, her and Aya goes the same. Aya asking if, well, she's ready to become a pilot. Haley just saying yes. And, well, seeing, Haley's more mature in this, she wouldn't skip the lessons. She would listen to all of them. Scanning systems, expert piloting, all that crap. All 12 lessons. And, well, this would have taken no short amount of time. It took about a full year to learn. And, well, the last 4 weeks, aka a month, well, it was used by her training in a pilot simulation. Which Aya knew, like, Haley knew that the only person that might be able to link, and it was a hard maybe, was her brother. But it would be very difficult. So, yeah. And there'll be lots of, how would I put this? Basically, you do that, no, you do that, no, you do that, no, you do that. Basically, them arguing, which in a Jaeger pilot system in the drift, maybe not too well. They would die. Kaiju takes advantage of distraction, opens mouth, eats cockpit. Or rips basically a good part of the arm off, and then they are armless. So that means one person is useless, basically. Unless you're thinking, oh, I'll kick it. So, yeah. So, Haley is experiencing, the whole simulations, and, well, Taylor a lot trying to look for her, because, well, she hasn't been doing her chores for A1. B, well, she's been leaving longer and longer periods of time over this 1 year. And, well, Haley would have come out of it at one point, and he's like, wait, what the hell? And he thinks, oh, maybe that's where she's getting all that junk from. He lets her go and back to her, doing herself, but she does do her chores. She's not neglecting her chores. She's just neglecting them for about, half a day. But she does them. So, yeah. Which she's like, whatever. She's doing her chores, so it's whatever. But I need to go up there and find out, what's going on. And Haley, well, she goes down, does her chores, like I just explained. Nothing changed, or nothing, she would just do her chores. And the next day, she would get running early, get fresh, have breakfast with everyone else. Them asking, when are they going to try to leave? Haley saying I'm working on it, and hopefully soon. Which, it brought us some hope in them, but he says don't get your hopes up. It's iffy. still. They're like, oh, what, like 50, 50-50? Haley says about, maybe, 50-50 best I can do. And they're like, do you need help? She asks, can you keep a secret? And they're like, yeah. And she says, nothing can be told to Taylor. And they say, okay, what is it? And she says, all right, after today's work, follow me. And they give her a nod. Because, well, today was the waterfall day. If you ever seen it in the whole regular series, it was that day they were going to go to the springs, I believe. Or, not the springs, the whole big waterfall crap. And, yeah. Basically, they're kind of like day off, you could say. Just rest, relaxation, so they're not overworking themselves. Simple, energy-based crap. The whole bullshit of bodies. So, yeah. And, well, Haley, would it not, surprising her brother, she didn't go. But she's like, wait, what's she planning? What is she planning? And if you can tell, I'm, having more, not evil-sounding stuff, more, disappointed and stuff with Taylor's voice. Yeah, and that's how bad it's gotten with him and Haley. So, yeah. But, that day, she did everything needed to do. Potatoes, did. Getting water, did. All the bullshittery, did. So, yeah. And, after, the springs, Haley thought maybe when everyone's being distracted, I can show everyone. And, the 20 people she did, the 15 people she did bring, how would I put this? They saw the Jaegers. And they asked Haley, whoa, can't you not use it? Haley explains the whole drift thing, you need two capable people, and that's done training, and they're like, oh, wait, can you and Taylor? And, Haley looks at him saying, me and my brother are, far from being drift compatible now. We used to, maybe 5 years ago, maybe. But not anymore. We're two separate apart now. They understand and, they agree with that comment because, they've seen her and, Taylor fight. It's not pretty. One time they had basically, two people had to stop the fighting. Because they're about to go, let's just put it, throwing fists around. Which Haley would have won in doing so. At that point, she was training in martial arts because of Aya. Because Aya said it'll be good to have fighting experience, so you're not just fighting, brawling basically, unexperienced fighters. So yeah, and it'll work on your reaction time, all that, all the fighting bullshittery. Also, sorry if I'm swearing more, just it feels more natural to me. Maybe because I'm getting older, maybe because I'm getting more meh. I don't know. I'm sorry if that offends, sorry if no one likes me swearing. Just deal with it. If you don't like it, get off my channel. I will not hate you for anything. So, yeah. Anyways, and they would proceed, hear the explanation of Haley, but they also heard that, Alpha Destroyer has no weapons. But Haley points over to the other Jaeger, saying that does. They ask why can't you use it? She has to look lower to the legs. They look and they're like, oh, it has no legs. She's like, yeah. And I have no idea how to, put it on, but I think I can take the arms off and get Aya, help without Aya's help. To put the arms on that thing on mine. They ask Elias. She's like, oh yeah, and she, brings them into the area. It's a little tight in there, but they all get in. And let's put it this way: they all get the explanation of who Aya is and what she does, and they ask Aya to train her. She scans them all and just says, inequipped to become a pilot. And Haley says, sorry guys. They say, no, it's fine, there's other things we can do, like with the Jaegers. You needed people, to repair a Jaeger and all that stuff. Haley's like, wait, you're not mad that you can't be pilots? They're like, no. Plus, if anything happens, you can always solo pilot. And then Aya always states that was not recommended and could end up her dying afterwards. Which Haley says, isn't there that one way, though it's risky? With her saying, Aya says, yes, there is that ghost piloting, but, merge your mind with another. or have several side effects basically, which they're like, oh, so it's not like a guarantee thing. All right, but Haley, says, but I've been, says whenever I've been, finding time and trying to work on something, we can use the spare Jaeger parts for, or spare Jaeger, and some parts laying around. And they ask, what do you mean? She has come down, and they going down an elevator, and seeing a big open area that has about 5, this will be a little tie-in from Anthem, the game. Javelins, that crap, all that stuff. And they proceed to say, 2 interceptors that will look like they're exoskeletons, or one that looks like an exoskeleton just laying around, and the other one just looks like a full, interceptor without armor on. It's the basic looking one, but instead of white and green, it's red and white. Why? And they ask, wait, what's that? Haley explains, and explains that it doesn't need a drift thing or anything. It's just it's a mech. And they proceed Gundam, and she says no. She proceeds, here, let me show you, with the prototype. She gets the prototype off the desk, and basically, she, puts it up, gets in and, shows what it is. Explains everything with the features, and they're like, oh, that's so cool. And then, they hear boom, boom, or footsteps. And those are running footsteps. With, another 10 people coming in saying, traitors. And, Haley looking up, just saying, wait, what? And, the people proceed to come down, and, let's put it this way. Taylor was right with them, and he berates Haley, saying this is going to get us all killed, with everyone behind him on his side, saying, yeah, we need, some people says, let's go, break it. Some says, let's scrap it down for parts. Haley, and everyone else, which the 15 other people, which is more than 10, or technically it's 16, seeing if you're including Haley, and Taylor would be 11, seeing if you're including Taylor. So, yeah. And, Haley says, are you sure? You're kind of outnumbered. Taylor says, yeah, right, you probably only have a couple people. And, more people proceed to show themselves around, behind the people that they see, and they're promptly at match, and, when the guys that have the, tools right, Haley's area has tools, which means, wrenches, hammers, things that can be used as weapons, which won't, against, people without A, training, B, weapons, C, any comprehension of, why Haley's doing something, yeah. But, the reason a voice comes into play, which an older man comes down saying, what's going on? And what is this, what's happening, Haley? Haley explains what's happening to the old man, but Taylor says she's lying, she's going to use this to get us all killed. Haley remarks saying no. The old man saying, alright, quiet you two. Haley, will this get us killed? She says, no, it won't. And I'm even working on things that can help us. Help us, do things faster and even help us do more, harder things to do. He says, show me. Think of this person as the elder of the group. The previous leader before Haley and Taylor. Haley and Taylor took over trying to be diplomatics. Oh, that went to hell quite fast. So, yeah. She shows him, explains they can, lift heavier things, and it barely needs power. And he says, and how are you going to power these things after your batteries run out? And Haley explains that she's planning on making solar panels, as well as wind panels. Or wind propellers. Not wind propellers. Wind propellers. There we go. Windmills. There we go. And even we could use water wheels. Seeing the rest of the stream. And he thinks about saying, alright, will this make noise? And she says, barely. Not enough to get a kaiju here. It would just sound like a little machinery moving. And the ground, with you obviously moving around. And I could show you what it can do. And it can even be used to go exploring. He asks, what do you mean? She, proceeds to say, I've been working on this. And she proceeds to, you hear something like a tray, like something on wheels go out. And it looks like a big-ass colossus. And this, she explains it's heavy, it can be heavy armor, heavy weaponry, and about anything you need. And she also explains that, she's planning on putting thrusters, though. This might not be able to fly, but that can be used as a scouter. Him saying, and how do you plan on fighting with these things? Haley says, well, I've been training with Aya. He says, Aya? Wait, the training Jaeger Alpha Destroyer? She says, yes. And she points to, well, the Jaeger. And that's it. And, he looks back, limping, but, well, yeah. Well, he is helped by someone, but that's a non-named person. And he is, alright, it's approved. What Taylor's saying, he's yelling at the old man, saying, why? She's gonna get us all killed. Him saying, no, we have not seen anyone come for 10 long years. I refuse to just let us sitting and waiting. And, well, I do suggest you please work with your sister, Taylor. And Taylor obviously rejects this thing, and, well, him saying, fine, do what you want, Taylor. But, well, he says, but if anyone proceeds to attack each other, there will be consequences. Which everyone understanding, and, well, Haley says, yes, I won't do anything unnecessary or can endanger anyone. And he smiles, saying, thank you. And then he looks at Taylor with a disgust in his face, saying, and you were talking alone. Taylor says, whatever, old man. And, well, they proceed to walk off with everyone, well, there. Which some guy saying, no. But, well, he was quickly stopped by Haley. How? Well, Haley punched him in the gut. And then kicked him in, well, basically round kicked him. Completely knocking him out. And, well, he fell on, I'll just say someone. And they caught him. Eric explained, sorry, self-defense. They said no. That person understanding this was just said no. He started. You just defended yourself. In a badass way, might I add. And the person says, Haley says thanks. And, well, she says, and if anyone wants to join us, free to do so. We're going to try to leave in the next month. You have, 2 weeks to decide if you were going to be with us or not. If you are, well, thank you. If you're not, I won't hold anything against you. Which, leaves Taylor's side to ponder. Do they want to, A, stay put, be a sitting duck, and hide away like rats? Or B, become, eagles and explore? Sorry for that little reference, or sorry to that whole metaphor. I thought it sounded nice. I hope you liked it. And, yeah, and, they ponder. Do they want to they want to, basically, stay put, or, and B, laying eggs, or B, go and, get help and help themselves survive if anything happens. Because, they realize over time they had no weapons that could kill a kaiju. Yes, they could. They had weapons to kill animals, nothing for kaiju. Because I don't think a spear could kill it. Maybe be a little needle going tink. But even a step of a kaiju could whack that thing off. So yeah. But anyways, Haley in the 1 month. Let's explain what she does. She explain how you make the javelins to everyone else, and even inventing a ranger javelin. She did, but we all know she didn't invent any of this crap. It was from Mantha. But I'm saying in this version she made it. And I'll explain how many, since she has 20 people, excluding herself, I'll say she made 10 javelins for the interceptors, 8, how would I put this, 8 colossuses, 5 colossuses, and 8, not 8, I only have 20, and 5 rangers. And they're all armed to the teeth. Why? This is a military base, for goddamn sake. There will obviously be an armory. Yes, they had to, get jackhammers, and as well as hammers, and all that bullshittery. But it might take a little time, but they would make it. And also with the help of Aya, using cameras to, light up the path they need to go on. So, simple stuff. Simple. And they would have armored up. Now, Haley would have used, or would prefer, a interceptor type. And, she made it mandatory that they armor the interceptors to a lighter, to have more armor. Because, they tried shooting at it, and, it dodged quite quickly, but when it actually got hit, yeah, it was not the best with armor. So what they did was simple. Armor the fuck out of it. And did this. This will be Haley's, but, the armor concept you all understand. So, yeah. Also, sorry for the background noises. My dad's doing business. I won't say what, but business. So, yeah. And, well, Mizuku would promptly, or not Mizuku, this is Haley. Haley would have, 1 month would pass. She made all those, javelins, and about, 20 people did come. She did have, and she did make, the whole javelins of 20. But, another 5 people would have joined her. So now her numbers up to, including her, 26, or 25, excluding her. And, she asked Haley, or not Haley, Aya, if any, oops. Anyways, sorry, technical difficulties. If any vehicles were around, Haley explained, yes, there are 6 vehicles, 2 trucks, and 4 Jeeps, or 4 Humvees, with weapons. And, she asked weapons, and, Haley, showed a picture of it, and it, looked like a Humvee, with a minigun on top, which, Haley and someone else went, that looks, that's very cool. And also, yeah, they found the, Humvees, not in the best condition, but in the 1 month, it was more than enough time to fix it. The only crap they had to basically the only thing they really had to do, it was make their own rims. Because one of the rims was, let's just say, mangled to death. And there's no way fixing that, so they basically, made their own. A crude style, but it works. So, yeah. And, they make it, and the trucks, they're more like, if you ever seen, in, May's group, how they had that big truck at that one point, it's 2 of those. So, yeah. One of them has, the armory for the javelins and technology and all that stuff. The other one has communications, weaponry, and, yeah. And more or less a food area that they can more or less just pull out, making a big table. Or take out stuff that makes a big table. It's those, big combining, tables. All that crap. So, yeah. And, they, on the month, would leave. And, Ailey, that day would have come back, or the last night, her javelin looked like a, how would I put this? Like a black and white version, like how I explained before. But after when she woke up and saw it, she's like, wait, what the hell happened to it? She saw it and it looked like fresh paint still on it. Some guy in the back says, you like it? She looks over saying, why'd you do that to mine? It's not yours. Him saying, I know, but we needed to, have some way to identify when you're on, when you're our leader, or when you're, in your javelin, and knowing, if you're out. And she sighs, saying, whatever. If it's that, I don't mind. Though if it's any other reason, him saying, no, just not to be creative. She says, whatever. And they, left. Now, we would skip about 5 months. Sorry for all the time skips, I need to get this done. Haley has met, Falcon. Or Falcon. If you don't know who Falcon is, it's a person that's referenced by, the old man, or May's leader, / douchebag father, or not even a father to her, more like, scumbag that's controlling her mind, or manipulating it. So, yeah. Also, you can tell I don't like the guy mainly due because he's a douche, and you never mess with someone's mind. That's only allowed in Marvel. Why? Winter Soldier. So, yeah. They copied. But, anyways, I'm not here to reference Marvel and that. So, yeah. Also, I should say this. I have no entanglement and all that stuff. I don't own any of this crap or anything like you see in this picture or any other pictures you might see. So, yeah. Also, sorry for the background noises. My dad's being loud. So, yeah. Anyways, they would leave in the 5 months time skip. And, they proceed to find another group, which they did ask people to come around. And, she had, let's say, she's at around 50 people now. And they have more vehicles as well as, even a, how would I put this? even a base of operation. Now, this base would be in the city, in a parking lot, underground parking lot. Basically, they using a the Colossus Titans, not Titans. The Colossus Titans are not in this. The Colossus, the Javelin Colossus, well, simply putting it, they will move them out, gently and carefully and quietly. They didn't want to attract the biomech which they have seen and were originally shit scared, but more like, okay, just don't go near it and it won't fuck with us. And two, how do I put this? And obviously, anyone else that wants to kill them, because they have made enemies over this 5-month span. And they have killed, might I add. As well as, obviously young Copperhead. So, yeah. But, anyways. Haley would, I should also explain what the base looks like, what it is. Basically, after modifying the underground area, basically it's more like a command area. It's, how would I put this? They made walls and that, so it looks like an actual base underground. But they use the parking lot as more or less where they would move out, And, seeing it's not easy to see, as well as, how would I put this? None of the, A, the biomech, and B, the Copperhead cannot see it, so they can't really go. And they can't smell them either because, yeah, they are pretty underground. So, yeah, it does take about 5 minutes to get out of there. Or, it does take, not 5 minutes, about 2 minutes to get out of there. Mainly due because, they wanted to be safe and went pretty low. So, yeah. And, surprisingly, I'll explain that later. And, how would I put this? They proceeded to, the old man of May's boss, which I'll be referring to because I forget his name, mainly due because I don't like the guy. So, yeah. So I'll just say boss of May or, boss or the old man. The old man would promptly, be looking at, a picture on his, screen on one of his screens at, a rat guy is looking at, or a spider-looking guy with a spider-looking face is looking at, saying these are newcomers and, we might be able to take advantage. He looks at him saying, really, why? He explains there are, weapons and all that crap, with him being shocked, saying, wait, they have that and they aren't, wanting to trade? He says no, and they don't per se like Falcon. The man would proceed to laugh and chuckle, saying, maybe. And he says, alright, I'll get a plan ready. Him saying, alright, boss, just letting you know, don't do something stupid. And the man says, when have I ever done something stupid? And this spider face guy would just say that one time, and him saying, whatever. That was a long time ago, years. And him saying, whatever. And, yeah, now, how would I put this? He looked at May, and May, him gesturing over, May, come over here. She, obviously, how do I put this? Sorry, I'm moving around. I'm in my bed when I record, so I like to be comfy. Anyways, May would come over and, I'll ask, what is it, boss? And, him saying, I have a mission for you. She says, what is it? You are going to investigate these people, revealing a photo that he has. That, the spider guy printed out. Why? Bullshit. And, yeah. And she looks at it saying, that looks high-tech armor. It looks like pretty homemade, crafted, crude, but effective. Who are these people? Him saying a new coming group. Though, if we can get our hands on that armor, we might be, who knows, might become pretty unstoppable. If, we find out how to make it. And, yeah. Though, can I ask you a quick question? She asks, yeah, what is it? Where is, our tech guy? She says, I don't know. Should I? Him saying, no, just, I'd rather know where he is so he's not doing something stupid. And May proceeds to give a slight chuckle, saying, I'll look for him. And he says, no, go and I'll try to get that group to come here. May sigh, saying, alright, fine. And leaves with, another man, but, that man proceeds to die on the trip. Why? Simple. a small kaiju ripped his a good part of his how would I put this? It grabbed his body and chewed him like a big ass toy, ripping him to shreds. And yeah, also sorry this is bloodier and well all that stuff and gory. I thought it might be a little nice for a change, even if it's a little more detailed. So yeah, May would have been fined mainly because well she killed the damn thing, and well she looked at her vehicle and pretty much didn't. It basically just had a little scratch of a claw mark. That's really all it had. So she sighs and just says whatever and gets back in. She does radio and explain what just happened. He just says it's fine. It's not your fault. It's them kaijus. Though, well, you just remember what your job is. And she says, yeah, I know. And she would proceed to drive for about 2 days. But, well, she can't find the base. Because, well, she finds the vehicles that come out, but, well, after 1 week, yes, she can't find it, but 1 week later, she figures out where it is. Because, well, she followed a vehicle back. But, well, what she didn't realize, she was noticed. But, well, they didn't do anything because Haley says no. Maybe it's a scout from another group, and, well, giving them actually a legitimate excuse not to go after her and kill her. And, well, they are like, alright, but this could be someone from Falcon. She says, Haley says no. Falcon doesn't have that well-trained men, or doesn't have, well, female, soldiers, nor does he have any people that are escorted with her, because they're watching her, and Haley thinks she's not being watched. But they're easily watching her because, well, Haley can't see their faces or their eyes, because they have their helmets on. So it's kind of hard for her to tell. She can only tell if their face is looking at her. So yeah, Haley would proceed, or not Haley, May. It's May. Damn it. May will, well, back to May. May will watch them, and more or less, how would I put this? Found out where their base is and was going to try to get into, well, how would I put this? Their base, but after an electric shock due to a safety feature that Haley made, she passed out. May waking up, looking at her trap that was set for May, and she didn't know it was May, but more or less she's like, alright, I got you. May would proceed to wake up in a room with a light, right beside her, because it's light. They need light to see. And, something in front of her. And what is that? Well, a picture of her. Asking, who are you? And putting the picture up. May, gay, says she still has a gay thing. And, May says, sorry. Sometimes I forget some things. Now, after May proceeds to, choke or cough a little bit, mainly because she was just gagged, says, who are you people? With, obviously, Haley saying, that's not the right questions. I'm asking here. With, May proceeds to feel a big, circle round thing right behind her. It's a gun, and that's the barrel. I'm not being inappropriate. If I gave that weird description, sorry. So, yeah. With May explaining who she is and not wanting to die. Because, she's seen battles, or she's, seen some incursions that they have fought, because, she asked, before she left, the spider dude to show her how they fight, so she knows if she needs to go in contact with them, or fight, or any of that crap. He showed her a quick, 5-minute video, and she left. So, yeah. And, she knows they're not afraid to kill. And, wanting to save her life, as well as, her... She's trying to get her, them to go to her area, where the old man base is. And, yeah. And, Haley finds out about her boss and, asks the question, why are you being so forward? Haley lies when May sees through this and asks you why you're lying. May says shit and, is forced to explain, what they're about to do to them. May laughs, or not May, Haley laughs, just chuckling, saying, I might be new, but I'm not stupid. Though I will accept. With May looking at her confused, saying, but you're going to get attacked, why would you go? Haley says, I can see what my enemies, or who knows, some future allies might have. And if I could make trading, that would be even better. And well, yeah. Which May says, how do how can you power all this crap? May proceeds to say, well, unlike other people, we don't just, force ourselves to basically, get, sorry for the background noises, guys. Basically, just get power cells and waste them. Wherever your guys' crap is, it's our treasures. Because when you throw out an empty battery cell, we can recharge it, which means we have power. So how many times you throw your batteries out, we could fill them up. Which May's shocked. Ow. May slaps her face, saying, do you not know what a solar panel is? Or any generating thing is? With May proceeds to say, I'm stupid. And Haley says, yes, somewhat. Though you look smart enough to, know when you're being, when you need to know when you need to shut up. Which I do admire. Though you're not willing to risk your life for your group. I'm mixing them up. May says, there was only one person I would give my life for. And that's, or two people in there I would give my life for. The rest can go to hell. May says, well, at least you're honest. And, proceeds to leave. Now, after that, Haley says, everyone load up. We're moving. Or we're going to greet them tomorrow. Or, no, everyone says, she says, prepare everyone for tomorrow. We're going to meet them. And they agree with, they basically are, they trust, Haley with their lives. So they agree. And, yeah. And, the next day comes, and, May was had breakfast, and she's like, not bad. And, Haley explains, somewhat of, how they have food and that crap. And May says, wait, you had a home? With Haley, not May, I keep messing them up. Haley explains that they had a farm where they were, so they grabbed some food and left. It's been about 5 months, so we're going to have to give another pass of food soon. With her saying, wait, she explained that they were most likely banished. And with May just saying, not exactly. The older person in our group, our older, our old leader let me do this. And, my brother, being stupid, he tried stopping me, but it didn't go well. And May asks, wait, how did he stop you? And May says, he tried to stop me with pitchforks, swords that are crap, made of stone, and stuff like that. Against, she proceeds to pull out her waist and proceeds to show, her own sword. And I had this. May says, wait, isn't that a high-tech sword? Miss May says, yes, I made it myself. And, proceeds to show her other side of it, having, this. This is a hammerhead from Anthem. Or not. From Destiny 2, not Anthem, moron. So, yeah. And, we, I think you can tell who won. He didn't even fought back against us. As soon as we shot in the air once, see that they were all really scared for their lives. Which made it go a slight chuckle. And, yeah. That. Because it was not even fair and, just funny a little bit. With May says, nice smile. May says, whatever. And, Ailey proceeds to, show her out and lead her to a car. And, inside the car, May was being watched by, two people in the front of the car. And Haley, were beside May. So May couldn't do anything. And she was also in cuffs. And she had no weapons. So it basically, brawl for her life, basically. Again, so machines that can basically bitch slap her. So, yeah. She had no advantage at that moment at all. So, yeah. And, they come and, they're like, where's May? May proceeding to come out, handcuffed, with, what was his name? well, I'll retcon his name to be V, but if you know the tech guy for May's boss's group, he was he was a pilot, but then obviously his pilot or his co-pilot did, and well, how else would I put it? Basically, it was a mechanic, cadet, basically, simply. So yeah, and well, yeah. He's like, May, are you okay? With, one of the guys, the runners basically stopping him, saying, don't go any closer. But Haley's, comes out and saying, hello. Hello, I suppose you're the boss in the fancy suit. Him, Chuck, the old man with Chuckle saying, yes. And she says, she goes up in front of him, releases her helmet, and shows her face, stating, nice to meet you. He says, you're female. Did not expect that. Haley says, why, you not liking females to be leaders? I'm saying, no, just from your voice, you just sound like a male. Or like a robot. And May says, yeah, protects who we are. I'd rather not have any of my men get targeted. And she says, very admirable. Though, they proceed to get surrounded. We're going to take those mechs off of you. Haley asks, are you sure you want to do that? We could be very useful. And we could end up trading. We could be more valuable as trade partners and alliance than you just killing us off here and scrabbling through our crap, not knowing half of what it is. Plus, if you we could most likely make more of these things that you would not know because we have no blueprints. We are the only ones that know how to make it. Which, the guys are the runners are more or less looking for a signal for the old man to, how would I put this? Basically, tell them to shoot or stand down. The man sighs, saying, fine. Though, do give us the person you have held captured. Not May, Haley says, that's not going to work out. And he says, why? I thought you wanted to be an ally. This is the first step. But Haley says, yes, the first step is saying people to come get us, trap us, or lead us here and trap us. And, the old man says, fair enough. Don't tell them anything, May. And he walks off. May says, yes, sir, and goes off. Or then Bees, after, they proceed to, this little skirmish ends, May says, meet me there, and he says, fine, walking off still. And, yeah, now, I believe that's a good spot to leave, part 1 of, the first ever Pacific Rim The Dark series, or what if. So, yeah. I don't know what to name this, what if Haley was not stupid, or something like that. So I'll just be putting down, Pacific Rim The Dark, what if, or what if Pacific Rim The Dark. So, yeah. Anyways, what if Pacific Rim was done by me? Or what if Pacific Rim The Dark was done by me? No, that wouldn't sound nice. That's too much words. I'll just say what I usually said. Pacific Rim, what if? So yeah, that sounds nice. Sweet, and yeah. Anyways, I do hope you all have a lovely day, a lovely life. Please like and subscribe for the whole YouTube thing. Though it's only recommended, you don't have to. I'm not forcing anyone to. And also, please wear a mask. And yeah.